Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to Comicreview47. In this video, we'll be talking about the Creeper as suggested by one of my viewers, so thanks for that suggestion. If you guys would like to leave a suggestion on who I should review next, just feel free to leave a comment below. Anyways, for those of you who don't know, the Creeper is a psychotic superhero known as Jack Ryder. He first appeared in Showcase number 73 in March of 1968. In his first issue debut, Jack Ryder was a television host who eventually got fired but found another job. This new job was being an undercover detective. In order to go undercover, he had to wear a disguise for a costume party, so he put on a couple of backstage prop clothes and went to investigate. Jack Ryder is eventually discovered as being an undercover investigator and he's stabbed by a knife. Jack was able to find Professor Yachts, although he was slowly dying. The professor then proceeded to give him a serum which would not only substantially increase his healing abilities, but would also grant him strength and agility. Not only that, but he was able to make his crime-fighting clothes visible and invisible again at will. Additionally, Dr. Yachts added a chip to his powers. Ryder then takes out the mobsters in the dark and laughs maniacally while doing so. This laugh would later be a part of the Creeper status quo. Later, he got his own series called Beware the Creeper. This series pretty much continued from the first issue appearance of the Creeper. Jack Ryder was a detective by day and a superhero by night. This series didn't really add much to the character. Of course, this wasn't the end of the Creeper. DC actually did a pretty good job of keeping this character alive in the comics. Later, in DC Comics Presents Summer 88, Superman actually teams up with the Creeper. Now, I really love how the Creeper is depicted in this issue. Here, he's changed to be a little more dark and crazy. We also see that he isn't as powerful as other superheroes according to Superman. And we see that in this issue, he still has the persona of Jack Ryder and he can turn into the Creeper whenever he wants. After this, the Creeper had a solo limited series back in 1997. This series is even darker and more gritty than before. Issue 1 shows that Jack Ryder has a personality problem in which he cannot control when he wants to transform into the Creeper. The Creeper is his alter ego, and yet whenever he transforms, he goes completely insane. We also see in the series that he has a laugh that's literally ear-piercing. Throughout these issues, Jack Ryder is trying to control when he turns into the Creeper and when he stays as Jack Ryder. He keeps having these hallucinations about his Creeper persona and is also starting to get crazier and crazier. I actually like this series because whenever the Creeper fights villains, he's brutal and crazy, but whenever he's back to Jack Ryder, he's a regular guy. The Creeper is also shown to be funny and charismatic as shown when Dr. Yachts, the person who gave him the powers in the first place, tests his mental and physical state. I would recommend you guys read the series to go a little more in depth of how the story unfolds. Anyways, the Creeper yet again had a mini-series, this time with only 6 issues in October of 2006. In issue 1, Jack Ryder is a comedic talk show host in Gotham City. Ryder's trying to investigate what was going on with Dr. Yachts and his experiment as he talked about in his talk show. As he went to go see what was up with the doctor, he finds out that some mobsters were taking him hostage, which is also what happened during the 1970s origin story. Dr. Yachts was working on regenerating new tissue from dead tissue, which was a failed chain of experiments due to the side effects that were caused. Since Jack Ryder had to get out of the place alive, he put a gun to the doctor's head as an escape plan. Realizing that this plan wasn't going to work, Dr. Yachts injected Jack with the last serum from his experimentations. The doctor did this so that mobsters wouldn't steal any more of his regeneration formula. They decided to kill Ryder since he was no longer useful to them. They shot him in the head and tossed him in a river. What they didn't know is that the serum actually gave him powers which allowed him to regenerate from his bullet to the skull. Yet again, we see that his laugh makes people's ears bleed and slightly paralyzes them. Jack seems to have a little bit more control since we see that he says his own name and turns back to normal. He also turns back into the Creeper when someone was trying to shoot him again. This means that he may not be in full control, but at least he knows how to transform. We also see his problem with his dual personalities. One of them is insane and the other one is regular, although as I said previously, he's slightly in more control. This sort of reminds me of how the Green Goblin had that split personality in the first Spider-Man movie. The Creeper has appeared in animated television such as Batman the Animated Series in an episode titled Beware the Creeper. In Batman the Brave and the Bold, he's shown in an episode titled Out for Vengeance.
It's the Creeper! Grab him! Gotta go, flying rodent dude. I'll see you around.
What do you guys think of the Creeper? Do you guys think he's a cool character? Let me know what you think about him in the comments, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.